Oh,
Peace.
what's up, man? It's your boy Moito Fo.
Divine Earth 1E.
What's good though? We just stopping in to say what's up, man. This whole Married to the Miles thing has grown. So I just want to definitely just give proper shout outs and salutes to all y'all, man, that have even gained any type of interest and willing to even see what it is we got going on. None too much, you know. We a husband and wife team that's just out here trying to grind and trying to get it. That's about it, man. Ain't too much to it. Jamal Green, what's good? How you doing, bro? Blackbeard. Ain't nothing, man. Cooling. She over here cocoa buttering on the face.
I gotta do something in this truck. I gotta keep my face straight.
Yeah. Yeah, but we just out here, man. Like I said, I just want to give definitely a big shout out to all y'all who've even interested in what it is that we got going on, man. Like I said, I've been out here now almost 2 years. She's coming up on her first year, so it's gotten better. You know, we've had issues, but at the same time, it's getting better day by day. So I ain't really tripping off that. So I just, like I said, I want to give a shout out, man, to I should say, I guess the whole YTTA fam, TB Low, SoCal, TRB, the homie Ghost. Oh man, I hate rambling off names because I feel like I'm always gonna forget somebody. PH, because he been talking real reckless here lately, so we about to see what's going on with this team thing and getting these miles because we run, bro. For real. Another content, I watch them. Yes, sir. Appreciate that, bro. Need to get with these tanks. I thought about doing tanker. How well does tanker work when it comes to teaming? Like, I ain't gonna say I've never seen them. Well, I guess I can say I've never seen them, but do a lot of tankers and people who run tanks, is that a solid division for teams to run? As far as just consistent miles and things like that? Because that's what I would like to know. But yeah, man, we like I said, what name did I just leave off here? I know I left off some people.
D Silva.
Yes.
And
Oh yeah, definitely.
Tiffany.
Tiff.
And Miss Pearl.
Pearly. Hugs.
I'm trying to think of everybody that I could think of. That's a Bay. I know she got a new channel too.
Yeah,
now.
very interesting.
Very interesting.
So that's a TB Low, SoCal, Ghost, TRB.
Don't forget Alaska. He was saying you should do videos
Yo,
way before we even
Alaska,
started
if you
doing
see this,
thing.
man, what's up, man? My homie Jerry Perry. If y'all ever seen in his videos that he had on YouTube, he left the lower 48 a few months back, went up to Alaska, man. So he's running up there. So I ain't no telling what kind of crap he going through and dealing with, but it's all good, man. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do what you love to do.
Yeah.
So, you know, that's really what it's all about for us. You know, really just trying to get out here and learn this. Like I said, she had her issues early when it came to just, you know, trucking overall, but I think she's getting better with it, man. So that's really the best part. What you smiling for?
I mean, it's better, but you know, I still got a lot to learn. A whole lot to learn.
Well, we all do.
I think the main thing was just getting over the fear.
Truth teller. Peace, bro.
Getting over the fear of the truck, you know.
Fear of the truck. So
Yeah,
you don't fear the
because I
truck
was-
at all no more?
No, I mean, I still do, but I had, I don't know, just fears of the things that I didn't know before I got into trucking. You know, just, I don't know. I was always thinking I was going to flip over or something. I mean, you know, like what happens when you go up in the mountains and stuff, like, you know, especially with driving, you know, a 10 speed, an 8 speed. I was just, you know, I just had all these fears in my head of driving, which a lot of that's cleared up now.
Okay. I didn't know that, Z. I never knew. I never knew that, Zamir. I mean, we can check into it. I'm all about the bread, so whoever whoever got the biggest bag is what I'm on. I mean, that's what I'm into it for. I'm trying to run hard like that. Exactly. Blackberry said, keep driving. It'll become as easy as breathing.
Aw, thanks.
Yeah, I mean.
Needed that encouragement, really.
Yeah, we out here now, man. Arkansas had a doggone tire blowout on yesterday.
These trailers, they not checking these trailers.
Do anybody really check the trailers? I mean, walking around the trailer, hitting it with a doggone tire beater. I mean, how much you gonna get from that?
Dry rotted or something like.
I mean, but okay. Do I see I can't take this load because I think my tire look dry rotted, so I need to go.
No,
you ain't gonna get it repaired.
You wouldn't even have saw that
until it blows. Yeah. No one cares. You're only gonna get a response when it affects the load, and then they'll do something. But
yeah, that's true.
Hey, this tire looks a little dry rotted. Can I go get it replaced? Come on, man. They gonna hang up on you. Send you a middle finger across the Qualcomm. Yeah, they cheat, bro. I mean, that's where all the retreads go. That's where all the crap goes to the trailer. Because they run through them too much. And I know from me, like I said, I hit a few tires and, make sure my lights work. But everything else, man. James Riddick, what up? Hey, man, cooling, bro. As far as the tires go, though, you just hook up to the trailer, man. As long as my lights working, my airlines is working, I ain't got no leaks. I'm gone, bro. The tire blow. I'll deal with that when it happens, man. Other than that, it's whatever. So how y'all day going, man? We just getting back started again. Like I said, we had this tire blowout yesterday. We I think when we picked up this current load that we have right now, I had sent a what they call over here like a trailer request in, because we made a drop in Florida. If y'all seen the last Married to the Miles episode, like you should have, we were down in Florida, made a delivery there, screwed up, messed up my airlines. Kind of hung out a little bit that day, so I didn't get another trailer. So the next morning, we had pushed our PTA out to the following day, so we kind of kicked it with my family a little bit. Pushed our PTA out, so that next morning, we requested to get an empty trailer because they were trying to send us up from Florida to South Carolina, and so I sent that message in to get an empty. They told us to bobtail. Cool. So we hit the road bobtailing from Florida to South Carolina. Get up to South Carolina. I guess, even though I sent the request in for the trailer and I was told via Qualcomm to go ahead and bobtail, that message for a empty trailer was still out there. So when we actually get to the pickup location, they actually was sending me there saying there was, West Coast freight coming out of this particular location at this particular shipper. So basically they would have me bobtail just to get me in that area and, to get some work out of there. So, I'm about getting to the work. So we dip, bobtail up, get there. They don't have no freight that night. They tried us. So the next morning they sent us a load going from, I think, South Carolina to Jersey or something. Nah. One, I ain't bobtailed all the way from South Carolina, from Florida to South Carolina, to get a load going to Jersey. When I was told that we was gonna be able to get some real miles, some going out west. So I declined that, and then a little later in the afternoon, we got the current load that we're on right now. Sent it to us. I accepted it. Went to go pick it up. trailer number matched, delivery destinations matched. You know, all everything matched from my end, from what I could see. Hook up to they go into the shipping office. They gave me the trailer to get. It matched the same trailer that they gave me via Qualcomm. So, you know, I didn't look at it as being nothing wrong. Hook up to the trailer. Send in the loader call. They send me a message saying some type of issue with the trailer. I don't know if they were saying the trailer location was wrong or something. I've had similar issues like that in the past, and they required me to send in the VIN number, plate number. They wanted that kind of information, I guess, just to confirm the correct trailer and all that. And like I said, I've dealt with issues like that in the past, so I ain't think too much of it. I sent in that information that they requested, waited about 15 minutes. I didn't get a response back. I sent a message saying, hey, I didn't get a response back. Still didn't get nothing back. So you know what I did. Even though I didn't get the initial dispatch on the Qualcomm, I put the information into the Qualcomm, did our, trip planning type thing, and I was out. We get running all day before yesterday. Get up the road yesterday evening. Bang! Tire blowout while she was driving. So we get pulled over. I pull over, analyze the tire issue, what tire it was. I had a little damage done to my mud flap too. So, like, we literally are at a Goodyear tire place right now, sitting in the bays while they're working on it. But like I said, this was on yesterday. So, we go ahead, throw the four-ways on. I check my app for truck stops or whatever. 8 miles down the road, Flying J. Perfect. So we head down the highway, get down to the Flying J. It's kind of late in the night. I don't see any real tire shop repair type things like you'll see at a TA or something. I ain't really see any of that. But so we went ahead and parked. Safety issue, and I had to get a bumper fix. I'm in the telly for a few days, 500 miles from Gray Week. Better than the DOT hitting me for some crazy fine. For sure. For sure. DOT ain't no joke. But nonetheless, like I said, we posted up here last night. I'm making the phone calls. Y'all know how it is when it comes to dealing with night and weekend people.
Hang it up.
So that kind of, I thought I was making some leeway. The lady's like, give me your number, I'll call you right back. If it ain't one thing, man, shucks, you better know it. She says, give me the number, I'll give you a call back in the middle of the night. I got to get one of the supervisors or somebody else to look at it because she really didn't know how to fix the issue. So like I said, it was probably all more computery, technical, loaded. So basically, long story short, I wasn't actually dispatched on the load yet. So even though I sent a breakdown message with the trailer that I had, I wasn't even in the system as having that trailer. So, whatever. So, like I said, this morning I was able to get back on the phone again and get the situation taken care of. Got with my DM or ADM, and they went in the system and updated everything, got everything situated. So now I'm over here getting the tires straight. I have a little mud flap issue. I guess when it blew, it pulled the mud flap from behind the tire. PH! Yeah! What's goody? I got my glasses on, man, so I can't see the screen. I got to get up on it.
Tell Kitty Wee I said hello, Queen.
Yeah, what's good? How y'all doing this morning, man? Yeah, we gonna get it together. So I know your truck faster than mine. I ain't gonna trip off that. That's why we a team. So ain't no separate Qualcomm driving hours and all of that. We talking about the mileage that the truck runs, brother. That's driver 1 and driver 2. Running. I ain't trying to sit there and battle what miles you run, because every day I might not always have to run heavy miles or consistent and constant long miles. So yeah, if we're gonna do it based off the miles that the truck run, that the two teammates run. I know y'all. I know. I seen y'all at Kickbacks eating good.
That's my spot.
Up West Broad. I
Yeah.
thought y'all was on Midlow,
Yeah.
but the wife told me y'all was out Short Pump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know y'all. We just left home. We just came out some days ago after Thanksgiving. So we just getting back in the groove, and it ain't going right. Started out with 2 tire blowouts within the first week of being back on the road. So we done lost basically all from late yesterday evening. No, the ladies they can win too. Oh shucks. Yeah, but see, we get one check over here. They come to the whole truck as a whole. We won't separate our joints. One hit, one truck. You know what I mean? So yeah, when we come up with a plan on how to wager between trucks as a whole, let's do that. You already got me on the speed tip. What you probably what, about 75 at least, 72? Yeah, that doggone tire mess was some crap. But we getting it straight now though. So, and we found out this load is not actually due in California until the 8th. So once we get this knocked out here, we probably gonna go grab us some breakfast. It's a Denny's over there at the truck stop.
I love Denny's. I love Denny's.
Man, we so tired of eating the same old stuff. That's why every time we go somewhere and we get out the truck, man, we explore different states and see what they got. Oh, I need the Queen's help. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna say yeah. Not so much to challenge and compete against you, but in this journey of life, you see me about to get philosophical.
Oh God.
In this journey of life out here on this in this trucking thing, I needed my teammate, bruh. So that's why she out here with me. So we doing it together. We running together. We gonna run down on whoever want it together though. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's the philosophical answer. But other than that, the straight man-to-man answer. I don't need no woman, bruh.
Ladies, we know that's not true.
Oh man. But yeah, we just out here, man. Enjoying it. Trying to stay in some decent weather. Yeah, I know you do. Yeah, I know you. I hear how you speak about Kiwi. You take Kiwi off that truck and you done. you be done. Wake up in the morning, Kiwi ain't there. It's a wrap for PH. That's right. You gotta love him. Gotta love him. But shucks, man. Yeah, we just out here. Like I said, we getting this tire fixed. I bent the mud flap. I guess when it exploded or whatever, it pulled the mud flap up. So my mud flap is sitting between the bottom of the trailer and the top of the tires, like all balled up in there. The whole mud flap bracket that held it is bent in. It's kind of ugly, so they're gonna have to. They might just be able to bend it back out, throw another mud flap on it, though. I don't know what they're gonna have to do. But it's a trailer issue. If she's not happy, I'm not happy. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Losey, what's good, brother? Well, we just out here, man, dealing with this stupid tire issue. But like I said, it's a trailer issue, so ain't nothing that's gonna cost me no bread. As long as it ain't the truck, I'm good. So for the most part, we've been doing good.
You've done enough costing us bread. Oh, did I say that?
You hear this?
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Yeah, I did it.
I mean, I was just saying. I mean, you did put it on the video, so.
Yeah. Well, if they seen
It happened.
if they seen episode 4, they know what it is.
Yeah.
I pulled away from a trailer, trying to rush, man, trying to be fast. Pulled away from the doggone trailer and left my airlines on the ground, basically. Cost us $244 to get it fixed. Whitey, if it was a snake, No, what is it? If it was electric, it would have shocked you. I was about to say if it was a snake, it would have bit you. Yeah. Yeah, Lo, I blew it. That was my first time ever doing that, man. And what's crazy? Yeah, that's Lo.
Hey, Lo.
Yeah, man, that was my first time ever making a bonehead mistake like that, man. And normally that's the first thing I do is pull my doggone airlines, man. Like, I do that before I pull my fifth, because on this particular truck, my fifth wheel, you know, and as well as my airline glad hands, all that's on the driver's side. So normally get out of the truck, instead of walking past the glad hands and the lines, normally that's the first thing I do, disconnect my lines, pull my fifth. She said, hey, old lady. Pull my fifth, walk around the truck, crank my landing gear, I'm ghost.
Yeah, but see what it was is we get excited when we go to certain states. And Florida is one of them states that we get excited. We know we're going to get some seafood and we're going to see D.I. He always, you know where everything at, so.
Now, I ain't run down on him yet, Lo, but it's going to come. It's going to happen. He going to need that 750 Gixxer to get away, for sure. Cause the silver bullet coming. Yeah, man. Yeah, boy, shucks. So we gonna get it all done, man. Lo, you I seen your joint. I know you're not interested in the reefer, man. So what you gonna do, bro? Because there ain't nothing wrong, man. Maybe you can even find somewhere else on a flatbed tip. I know you love it, so you ain't got to get out of flatbed. You might just have to change the company to get yourself in what you feel is a better position, man. TB going reefer. I think he been wanting to go reefer. I think he been wanting to get out of flatbed, period. If you really want my honest opinion. TB ain't trying to do no work, man. He already ain't wanna. He been wanting to stop tarping. Hauling vans was the best thing that ever happened to him.
That's because he's still a baby.
Yeah, but man, shucks, I think he probably been wanting to get out of flatbed, especially. I mean, I'm sure if he could run or could have ran the way he wanted to run, he would have been straight. He on why are you a fool, bro? You say he on a reefer right now. Yeah, I know, Lo. That's the same thing I said, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that part exactly, PH. He done turned the whole thing around. Now TB a baby all over again. Oh yeah, he gonna be ranting talking mess. He gonna have to eat all that stuff that he said, for sure. He gonna have to eat it. He gonna have to eat it. But if you really look at it, or for people who really know the history, he went from what, flat to then he got on the port. So he's changed out of flat before. This ain't his first time doing something other than flat. He did the port thing for a while, got back flat, went over there to the Mega, and then y'all left together, or he left after you to go pursue, the whole flatbed things on his own. So it's just something else to learn, man. That's why I was telling you, Lo. It's just something else to learn, man. Something else to do. Something else to add to the resume. But it ain't a whole lot. He gonna have a learning curve. Stand one step back, just can't change the colors. Right. Hey, that's fine, bro. Shucks, ain't nothing wrong with that. Constant elevation and growth is what this whole thing is about, man. And there's so many, there's only a certain group of whether it's tanker, flat, box, dry, reefer. There's only a certain amount of areas to get in, but with it being so many companies that do so many different things, so many different ways, the whole objective is to get in, and you can finesse it after that. That's how I always felt about me in any job or any interview. If you can get me, if I can get in front of who's ever in charge, I can get the job. I just got to get and have the proper credentials to either be able to sit down across from the individual. But you sit me there long enough, I can talk it and make it happen. Gotta go where it better suit you, for sure, truth, because that's really what it's all about, man. So if that particular company ain't it, hey man, move on, bro. It's that's that simple. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's one thing to, if you can stay at one outfit, you know, for a long period of time, you know, based off what you're familiar with, they're familiar with you, you know, and you're comfortable there. But if the bread or anything disrupts what you got going on and your comfortability, if anything makes you feel uncomfortable,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
I mean, the
Change
good thing
up.
too, though, is that it's all trucking. So, you know, it's not like with other jobs or other careers. You don't, you know, if you go from one hop around, you know, it looks really bad. But I think it kind of doesn't look as bad since it's all trucking.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, it's all trucking, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Whether you strapping, tarping, bumping the dock, once you get them doors closed, get that seal on there, strap, tie that thing down. Bottom line is, get in that truck, release them brakes, pop that clutch, put that thing in drive, and get down the road, man. At the end of the day, that's what it's all about.
Well, you know, and also just taking in consideration the things that you feel is important to you. Like some people stay company because they need benefits. You know, if you got a family
That's right.
and you need benefits.
I like that, PH.
What do you say?
I can't. Okay. Me and Mo804 about to start a company. 2 trucks, 2 teams, killing your ass.
All right. I'm with it.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I agree with you too, Truth. I mean, like I said, it's all trucking, man. And it's all in fun. Like, I never, even though I got into this whole thing listening to Low and TB and various people.
All day and all night.
Yeah, I'll admit that. I ain't gonna knock it at all. I needed motivation because, you know what I mean? PH, you know, at least me, from the city, man, from Richmond, bro, ain't a whole lot. You know, and at 40 years old, when I decided to get into this, I was burnt out when it come to all the typical stuff. You know, me and my wife both sitting here with 2 GEDs, no real education on paper to show for anything for real. So we kind of just, you know, like I said, living in Richmond, man, coming up like that seems the way to go. Yeah. Well, you brought that to light. You brought that to my attention, and it's definitely the truth. It's definitely the truth. I love the Autobots. Yeah, you mean automatics? If so, cause yeah, I love them too. I didn't think I would. It took me a little minute getting used to it, but I don't want a manual. I take a automatic daddy. But yeah, back to what I was saying right quick before I get myself thrown all off track. Like, I wasn't doing nothing like that, bro. I was tired of my daughter's attending VCU in Richmond. That's what's up, bro. VCU is a very, very good school. Very good school. Mm-hmm. Yeah, in Richmond, I mean, you know, it is what it is. So like I said, being 40 years old, man, coming up in that, from the East End of Richmond, from Fulton, kind of just doing the same old thing after a while, man. And you know, I like I said, with no real education, I found myself doing a lot of load and dock type stuff, order selecting. Then I got real into forklift stuff, so I started doing a lot of I was over at Conway Freight. I did that for some years. Actually, I was at Conway Freight and FedEx Freight together. So I was working both jobs, killing myself, man. Working two full times, barely at home, especially not at night. Like, I literally, before I went to FedEx, because I did FedEx part-time later, but I was at a company called McJunkin, right off Jeff Davis. I did that from like 62, 63, something like that.
62.
Something like that. Clocked in at Conway Freight from 4 to whatever it was, 4 to 1. Back home, get back and do it all. I did that for like a year. Mm-hmm. I ended up letting McJunkin go, so I was doing Conway Freight in the afternoons I leave there about 12, 1 at night, shoot across the street right there on the other side of Iron Bridge, right there on Route 10, right there off 95 PH, right over there where FedEx is, and I'll be in FedEx for 5-6 hours on a part-time tip throughout the night. So I did that for a while. So, you know, I was loading in and out of trailers all the time. I just wasn't involved in what happens to the trailer once I load it. I got into or wanted, you know, Conway had a lot of the little apprenticeship programs where they'll put you through their whole thing and get you your CDL and all of that. But I kind of really wasn't serious about it when I was at Conway. So FedEx presented the same opportunity. I went to try to do that, but I think I got through a lot of it. But when they ran my MVR, they said that I think I had a ticket or something in 2014, and I think FedEx wanted a clean record for 5 years. So they was like, well, wait a year and reapply. I'm not waiting no year, man. That was out of the question for me. So what I decided to do was, well, even before that, I got fired from Conway. Well, there was XPO at that time. They had already switched over, if y'all know about that whole thing. They had already changed over from Conway to XPO. So basically, me running my mouth, not talking crap, but you know how you get on somewhere and then you try to put people on some kind of way. I think it just got to be a little too much talking around in the job.
I told you. Remember I told you, I said, stop telling them guys about where you working at and this and that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's just like, that's why I agree with Lord and when they speak about, you know, the companies they go to or be with, or anybody who's speaking about a company that they're going to, or they choose not to speak about it. Ain't no wrong with it, because it could backfire. But like I said, I'm letting people know about it. So I think it just got to be a lot of talk around. So basically, I was relieved for conflict of interest for working for the competition. So at this point, I'm strictly part-time with FedEx at this point, or working overnight. The money wasn't bad. They offered the benefits and all that kind of stuff, but it wasn't full-time work. And even if it was, I really wasn't happy with it, because at this point, I'm 6-7 years in doing this forklift crap, and I just ain't really with doing it like that no more. It's cold in the wintertime, heat pocket warmers and feet warmers and long johns and hoodies and skull caps and gloves. Like, I ain't really with this, man. So like I said, I did that for some years. Tried the apprenticeship program. They said I needed the clean record, didn't have that, and I won't wait no year. So I got on my search, found the company that we with. They were right there in the city, basically. So I would work part-time at night, go to school in the morning. I did that for like maybe a week, and that just got too rough on me. Not that I couldn't physically handle it, but the program that I was going through, how much attention you have to give to getting your license and pre-tripping meant you had to study. You know, so getting out of class at 4 or 5 in the afternoon, getting home, I didn't really have the study time, because I needed to go to sleep because I had to be to work that night. So that kind of blew all of that. And I just couldn't dedicate the time I needed to, and I felt like, you know, if I'm gonna really get into this thing, I need to fully be able to dedicate myself to it and not try to squeeze it in between doing some stuff that I'm literally about to leave.
That's why I said quit your job.
So she was like,
just quit it. This what you gonna do, then let's go ahead. I mean, we gotta be all in or all out. I mean, if this really what you wanna do, then I'm gonna support you. Just go ahead and quit.
So I did. I wrote my resignation letter, turned that in, and then I was strictly dealing with the school stuff every day.
And I was alone.
Yeah, well, I'm not talking about you being gone yet. I'm not talking about being gone yet.
It wasn't that long after that, though. You was gone.
Yeah, but I'm still talking about the school. I always want to tell this little story. I was gone. I was alone.
Because you were
You left
gone.
me. I didn't leave you.
You was gone for a long time.
I wasn't gone for no long time.
You were.
A couple months.
Okay, and a woman that's married, that's not used to her husband being gone like that, that's a long time. What you mean? We had not been apart from each other for that long period. Don't do that. Don't do that.
So, on top of like, and the company that we're with going through the academy, if you fail basically 2 tests, whether it's don't say yeah, if you fail 2 tests, whether it's a backing or driving or shifting or your pre-trip, like if you fail 2 of those things, you know, this wasn't a college program where you just stay in it until you get it. You know, if you don't get it and you fail 2, like I said, 2 of those different tests that they have, you're relieved from the program. So it's like, yo, and at this point, I had failed my pre-trip. So that was 1. So really, I was like Jordan in the 4th quarter, baby. You know what I mean? Hey, I had failed my pre-trip, so it was on my back, bro. I ain't had but 1 mistake, and that was wrap. So I had to be perfect after this. So I already knew, like, yo, I can't try to hold on to this job that I'm about to leave and sacrifice the industry I'm about to get in and not give it all I got. So I left that job, like I said, went all out, and I got the L. So once I got it, you know, headed out with my trainer, or my first trainer. That didn't really work out because I was flatbed in the beginning, and ended up switching to a dry van trainer, and that was that. Now you can come in with your story.
It was not a story. It was whatever. When the process of him doing all these changes, watching all these videos and stuff, I'm trying to figure out what's going on, because he wasn't really telling me. He just was, all I know is that he was in his phone watching these videos, and he was already in his mind, he was already thinking about going into trucking, but it was not a discussion he had with me yet. And, you know, I had my own thing going on. You know, I had my salon, and, you know, we got our youngest 2 get ready to go to college, and I mean, you know, we just had a lot of things going on. So I'm like, you know, I'm dumbfounded trying to figure out what's going on. And finally, when he did tell me that trucking was what he was trying to do and everything, I didn't understand the whole concept of having to like leave and be on the road and all of that. I'm like, okay, get your CDL, go get it, and then you be at home every day like regular, drive a truck. So I have no clue that the process, I didn't have no understanding of the process at all. And then when he finally did tell me, it was pretty devastating, because I was not prepared for that, not at that time.
I didn't even cut you off. I say that I didn't talk to her about it. That's facts. To me, I was already at that crossroad point that I was doing this regardless, bro. Like, not even on no tough guy or you know, I'm man, hear me roar type stuff. But I was already at the point where I felt like, you know, I've had some W's and we've had some good times, but it was all based on some BS and stuff that weren't even legal. And you know, we've had some good times, but it just got to a point where, you know, I was ready to you know, just move on with life and you know, really step fully into manhood and as far as that kind of stuff go. So for real, like I said, like she said, I didn't ask her. It wasn't really even a conversation that we had. I had already made my mind up that this is what I was gonna do. So you either gonna accept it and rock with me and come with me and make it happen, or you weren't.
Yes, and to that point was, I get what you're saying, and I get where you was, because in all, you do have to make career decisions based on, you know, what you desire, and I understand that. But when you're married, it's not just you. So I know it took him a while to get that, because this is something I have been working with him with for 10 years. For years I've been working with him that, because he is alone. He is just one of those types that like to make decisions by himself, and then I come back and pick up pieces, you know. So I just was like, okay, I saw the excitement, I saw the drive, I saw the commitment, I saw him get rid of things that he had in his life for years that he would never get rid of, all in the name of wanting to be a trucker. So those things encouraged me because I saw him become a man that I didn't even know. So I want to be a part of that. So we had our issues, you know what I'm saying? I mean, we had some major issues because whether he knew it or not, while he's saying, okay, well, I'm about to do this with you or not, I'm saying, okay, you can do that with me or not.
You know I'm gonna do about 1,000 miles a day, right?
What that grade
If you know, you know. If you don't, then you just don't. But for those that know, you know I'm about to do 1,000 miles a day, right?
Don't try to cut me off. But anyway, I'm here. He's here, so that's what it wound up being. But I mean, while he was out on his journey doing the trucking, training, and on the road, I had to finish up a lot of ends as the wife.
You already know, PH. I can look in your eyes. I know.
Get rid of our house. I had to put the girls in college. Both two of them at the same time. I had to pack up the whole house, pack them up, send them off to college, close my salon that I had for 4 years. I had so many loose ends that I had to tie up really by myself, you know, and all in the name of trusting that this decision that my husband said he wanted to make with me or not was a good decision. So yes, it was a pivotal time in our relationship because it was like I had to see beyond what I felt he was doing and how I was taking it with my emotions. So I just started thinking about him as a man and being in a position where he had to do what he needed to do to be on top.
That's right.
So I did that. And it wound up working out for me because after I did all of that, closed the salon, sent the girls off to college, got rid of the house, and then decided that I was going to go to school myself.
Vlad Patterson, what's up?
I realized that the potential, and I started seeing some things. You know, I started seeing a lot of stuff. And then once I actually graduated from school and everything, he was really excited because I don't think he thought that I was going to make it that far based on the type of personality that I have. But what he didn't know is that it was crucial to our marriage that we did this, because I had already made some decisions about him being a trucker that it might not be no married to the miles for real.
Well, you know.
So, I mean, we just, you know, and we learned a lot. That is one of the great things I think trucking has done for us, because we learned a lot about each other that we didn't know, and we just learned a lot about each other in our marriage. So, it has worked out. You know, it has worked out. And it was a struggle for me because, you know, I'd leave my family, my children, you know, even though they're older, you know, it still was a huge decision for me to make, you know, and they still did not understand what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? And even now, you know, I don't think they totally get it. You know, we have 2 of our children have babies, them our grandbabies, and you know, I'm not the typical older per se grandmother that is,
she ain't big mama.
yeah, that's sitting at home cooking dinners on Sundays and like, yeah, bring the kids over and let them spend the night, because we had our children young, you know. So it's just been a big transition, you know. And now that I am a trucker, I have a high regard for, you know,
Jay, what up,
men
boy?
and women that do this, because it's a sacrifice, you know, all the way around. It's a sacrifice, no matter how you put it, whether you solo, team, or whatever. It's a sacrifice, but it's worth it, you know, because I want my family to see that, you know, there's more to life than being in the box, and you can have the life that you want. You can make the life that you want in trucking.
You just got to go get it.
Mm-hmm. And we have, in the last year and a half since we've been doing this and made this decision, even before I came out on the road, we have been able to do more, oh my goodness, like financially, and just tie so many ends up as far as our debts and things so quickly being in trucking.
Yeah, we got a video we're going to do. I mean, we literally, a 5-year bankruptcy.
Yep.
It's a wrap.
Yeah. We made our last payment not too long ago. And we had our bankruptcy while we was in business, you know, with our salon, you know. It's just
while I was in school doing that whole FedEx stuff and back and forth. Like I said, I was working 2 full-time jobs. Like we was getting it.
We was able to help our daughter get 2 vehicles. She had one. She wound up passing that down to the youngest sister that we gonna give her when she finally gets her license. And the other one, she got another car. Then we had to pay. I mean, those of you that have children in college, you know the fees. You know the fees of admission and registration, and then buying all the groceries, and then buying all of the stuff for the college dorms. I mean, the only benefit we really had,
and we did 2 at
that
one
we
time.
had 2 children that wind up being able to share a room together. So we were able to just kind of double up on some things, but some things they were able to just get one, like a TV. They didn't have to have 2 because they was in the same room. So I mean, you know, God worked that out for us. But it's just been so many things. Even to Thanksgiving, we went home. We was able to do so much with our family without it hurting us at all financially. You know, so.
And we spent some bread.
Yeah, we did. And
more bread than I wanted to spend.
I already told them that it was
now.
early Christmas. They ain't getting nothing. It's grandkids and nieces and nephews for Christmas. That's it.
Yeah, it's a wrap for them.
That's a wrap.
I've been seeing the palm of their hand for far too long now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like literally, like so, we gave up everything, bro. When I say everything, I mean everything. Like, I'm sure if y'all do or don't know, but like we don't have a home residence, bro. You know, when we go home, we stay with in-laws or rent a room.
Get a hotel.
Rent me a car. I got my car at the terminal. No tags on it. Insurance is canceled. Like we have no expenses like that. Like we literally gave up everything to come out on here and do this. So there's no plan B.
No, we have a small storage that's probably about the size of. It ain't even the size of a room. Like, it's the size of a small closet. And it literally has all my personal items that are dear to me, like my wedding dress and, you know, pictures and, you know, just things that we have that mean a lot to us.
So we got a very bad connection.
That's very sad.
So I don't know how this look.
I don't know if we got a bad connection. That's what it's telling us on now. And I'm going to check and see.
Oh, you don't change the passcode on your phone, bro?
What? I did not change my pass. Thank you.
Why? About to say, oh, we doing it like that.
Whatever.
Because I can change my code, bro.
Whatever. Yeah, but I mean, you know, I still get the questions, you know, I still get.
No, that's all right.
I still get people asking, you know, a lot of times, like, how can I do this? Like, how can I live in a truck? You know, stuff like that. But my question is, how can you stay living in the same situation you in and financially struggling? Like, how long are you gonna live like that? You know, for us, this made sense. We don't have any small children. We don't own a home or anything right now. We don't have any car notes. We have no reason to.
Good looking, PH.
To not do this. What'd he say?
No, he's just letting us know that our connection was good.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, but I mean, it wasn't no reason for us to do this. And I mean, at this point, you know, we about building wealth and helping the next person. You know, I want to be a blessing and give back, you know, but how can you really give back when you ain't got nothing? You know, and I'm 41.
I just turned 42.
And I have worked really hard. I had my children very
young. Let that sink in one time.
Oh, God.
I just turned 42.
His ego about to step in, y'all.
Let that sink in one time.
Yeah, but I mean, you know, you just got to get to a point where it's like, how long are you going to live like this? You know, I'm over it. And I want to be able to give something to my children. You know, we struggled to get the money and do the things we need to do for all of our children, because we didn't have just those 2 go to college. We had our son went to college too, and then our daughter, she has a baby. I mean, we've got lots of expenses and things, and we weren't prepared for that at all. We were not prepared for that, not financially. And trucking is doing that for us every day. Yeah. Every day. I don't have the stress. That's why, you know, people say to me, or I've often been told, how you smiling and laughing? Like, you smile and laugh all the time. I'm happy. Like, I'm happy for the first time in my life. I'm not worrying about what bill needs to be paid. I'm not worried about that. My bills come out my checking account on the day they're supposed to come out, and the money is there. And I've never had that, ever.
That's right.
I've always had to live from paycheck to paycheck and trying to figure out. I've never seen money stack up, and for the first time in my life, I have that. And
Peace, Amir. Appreciate you, bro.
I wouldn't change that. For nothing. For nothing. And
That's right. Hey, PH, if you really could look closely, my Jane letting me go a little bit, bro.
Oh.
That's why I started growing locks in the first place. I did the cornrow thing back in the day, heavy. And once I seen that thing thinning out, I was like, yo, I got to figure out something to do. I got shit all in my doggone head.
Oh, don't get started on that.
Once we started, I'm telling you.
You better leave that alone. Fill a whole truck up. Hold your head up.
But yeah, I had the cornrows and Joan started thinning out on me. So I cut my hair off. I had a little Caesar joint. You talking about somebody that looked like he was 10 years old.
I couldn't even imagine.
So I decided, I was like, yo, I got to do something else. My mom had already started growing locks back then. This was in maybe around 2000, 2001, something like that. So
No, you the reason I started my life.
I changed the game up. Yeah. I taught her how to twist locks, and she started a salon because of it. Tell that. You want to tell it?
Well, I mean, I was into relaxing hair and wearing perms and things like that. I had seen people with natural hair and locks and things like that, and I was interested in it, but I didn't understand it. So when I met him and his hair was long and he had the locks, I'm like, is that your real hair? He was like, what you mean? I'm like, is that your real hair? He was like, yeah, this is my real hair. Like, what you think, I'm walking around with some fake hair? I'm like, I don't know. I don't see people walk around with long hair like that, like on a regular basis. And I did actually he gave me a lot of research on it and started walking me through like natural videos and showing me about different things about, chemicals in our hair and stuff like that. And I mean, it just woke me up like immediately. I just stopped putting relaxers in my hair, and I went a whole year just growing my hair out. And then by the end of that year, I locked my hair.
That's right.
I locked my hair.
And once I showed her the method and how to twist,
I started getting into it. I went to school. I already had my cosmetology license doing chemical hair, but then I found out that natural hair is nothing like that, so I had to go to school for that. So I went to school for that, and I found out I was really good at it, and I really loved it. So
definitely our heritage, PH, definitely.
Wound up, I worked in a salon for 2 years.
And I held you down.
Yep. I quit my job that I had for 3.5 years. I quit my job, and of course we talked about it, and he said it was cool. And
she had some, bro, we had weeks she ain't make no money.
I didn't make any money.
So you been in the shop all day?
Well, I had to build my clientele. And see,
you ain't make no money?
I had clientele, but they was all chemicals. So I couldn't get them to transition over to the natural.
Here go one of the college ones right here. Probably with her hand now. Watch this. Hey, babe.
You can't see it. Pull it up a little bit.
Say hello to
we got you on our live.
Say hello to YouTube.
Say hi.
Hello. Hi, everybody.
Hey, babe.
Yeah, but
I'm at the church.
Anyway, I went to school for natural hair. Got my license in doing natural hair, and I was in the salon for 2 years. And my goal was I would work in a salon for 2 years, and then I would open my own salon.
You want to talk to YouTube?
2 years.
Oh.
This our songbird. I'm sorry, babe.
Fax the stuff.
Did she ever? We gonna fax it as soon as we get out of here. So we going to the truck stop across the street. We gonna fax it.
Always asking for something, even on the road.
Okay. Alrighty.
You want sing something right quick? Give me 5 seconds. Go. Come on.
I can't think of anything. You put me on the spot like that.
Just sing something quick. It don't matter what it is.
Okay. Joyful, joyful Lord, we adore thee. God of glory, Lord of love. Is that the right words?
I don't know.
Yeah.
You're supposed to sing something that you know.
I don't know why. That was the
Anyway,
first
long
thing
story
I
short, I
Hold on, babe.
worked in the salon for 2
We'll call you
years,
right back, okay?
started my own business.
Okay.
Divine Nature Boutique. I had it for 4 years, closed it last year.
I'll be right back. I got to deal with this paperwork. Can you handle this?
What?
Can you handle it?
Get out.
I got to do this. Get the paperwork right quick. I'll be right back, y'all. Don't be in here lying to the people either.
I ain't gonna be lying. I don't lie. For what? Yeah, these kids is a trip. They are always calling us wanting things and stuff like that. And you know, as they get older, man, they want big items. They ain't calling you about the little stuff no more. They calling you about the big things. So he just went in there. I think he going in there to take care of this receipt for these tires. Like, it seemed like it took forever for them to do these tires. Way too long. I'm hungry. I'm ready to go eat. But yeah, so that's pretty much the story. That's pretty much it. Now we out here. Out here on this road. I do miss being at home sometimes though. But it's all good. A trucker's life. You know, now I got FaceTime and all these other little gadgets and different things. I can still keep in touch with my family, so it's all good. It's all good. Oh, we got 9 people in here. He done left me in here. Oh, here he come. Talking to him. I guess they might have found something else. Oh yeah, they must have used our spare tire instead of giving us another tire. I don't know what he doing. What? Oh no, no, party hard. You really messing up with that. He is not gonna get rid of this cowboy stuff. I was married in, cause I don't do football like that, but he don't play around. He been a Cowboys fan since birth. Is that Jackie? How are you? Yeah. He coming back. I'm gonna make sure I let him know that he gonna be pissed. Hey, sweetie. They talking about your cowboy stuff, party hard.
Whoa, 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 bro. Whoa.
He said you gotta take that down.
Nah, bro. We ain't gonna be no New England Patriots. You talking about locks and black and heritage and all this. And then you like the New England Patriots.
What you gonna do?
Put this tire. I'm working.
Whatever.
I got work to do.
Okay, cool. He talking about he working just cause he out there about to put that tire on. Oh, so they did give us another tire. I'm gonna tell you, I will say this. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, how do I get back to see your message? Hold up. Wow, I can't believe you're the first person ever just to say it correctly. It's simply shortened for Jacqueline. You my girl for that. Aw. Yes. I like that name. Yeah, but my hat goes off to all female truckers, really. Cause it's a lot of stuff he do that, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't do if I had chose to do this on my own, but because I kind of went along with it because I knew it was more of his passion, you know, it's just some things we agreed to before I got on the truck. So, because there's certain things I ain't want to do. But I have thought about the process that if something was to happen, God forbid, to him, that I really do need to know how to do these things. So he do train me on how to do certain things, but ideally I just want to drive. If I could just drive, that would be it. That's good for me. Like, all the other stuff I really don't want to do. But when I say, I'm like, I so like respect every female driver that drives, that does it. Like, my hat goes off, and I'm like, I really have a high regard and respect for all my lady truckers. I do. I really do. All right, I think he back now. You back?
Huh? Oh, we back. We back. Oh man, it's that bad connection thing again.
I know, but it's still straight though.
Yeah, we about to be out, man. We about to right over here, grab something to eat right quick, get back down the road, man. So I appreciate y'all checking in with us. Appreciate y'all following us, looking at the Married to the Mile stuff. I'm gonna try my best to keep them coming and be as creative as I can. So yeah, from your boy.
We're gonna talk about some lady things. Yes.
I ain't talking about it. It's your boy Mo804, man.
Divine Earth 1E.
We'll holler at y'all. Appreciate it.